Do you guys remember rise over run back in grade 9, 8, 10? So let's just look at when x equals 0. What is going to be the slope or the rise over run? 0. So you just sub in, see the equation there? Just sub in x equals 0, you get a slope of 0. So what does that look like? So at the point where x equals 0, you just draw a little line like that, and it's a flat slope. You could also write an angle of 0. All right, what about x equals 1? What is the slope now? Sub it in, what do we get? 1/2. So rise over run. You look at the diagram, we're running 2 and rising 1. So it's going to be like that type of angle, which if you use your calculator is approximately 27 degrees. So at x equals 1, we're doing we're doing a new slope. So imagine it's running 2 and rising 1. That's the angle of the slope there. But you only draw a little line. You don't draw it all the way. Does that make sense? So you're just drawing a whole bunch of slopes. And you should know the angle for that. 1, 1. Trigonometry tells you it's special triangle, 45. So you're drawing a slope that runs 1, rises 1, so it's a bit steeper than the previous slope. -1. We've got a -1/2. So it's like this one, but going the other way. And then that one, 45 degrees. Try and just draw one line, not a scribble like mine. Now, if that's y equals 0, all those points. Y equals 1. Is that going to change any of the slopes? Look at the equation. Y equals 1, does that change the slope? No. So all of the slopes are exactly the same up here. Does that make sense? There's no y in this equation here. So we can't substitute any other y in. So it's not going to affect the equation. So we've just got this mirror of all the same slopes. Now that doesn't always happen. When would that not happen? Very good. When there's a y in the slope equation, it's not going to be a mirror, because drawing grids can be annoying. So let's start by drawing the grid. I'll change my color. Okay, so you could do a table like this. Y, dy, dx. And then you could say description or angle. So it wants us to do -2, -1, 0, +1, 2. So I'm just going to go through the 5 of you. You can tell me an answer each. And it's pretty much very similar to the one we did last time. So the rise over run, you just do for each one. Anyone? Okay, so that's it. Any questions about the graphing of the slope? No, you're all good?